All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. I hope everybody is having a great day. I've heard about this in the past, and I've been talking about it to a couple other people. But NiceHash, which I know a lot of guys that have been in the industry for a while, whether you've been GPU mining, ASIC mining, CPU mining, you've used NiceHash probably at least once, if not quite a bit. Over the years, I have definitely used NiceHash a lot, and they are switching to KYC, which is Know Your Customer. Nobody knows exactly why, but KYC is a regulation that gets put on a lot of companies, especially crypto companies, to verify users and essentially turn your IDs in and all that kind of stuff. It makes a paper trail so they know who they're dealing with. Now, I'm not worried about a paper trail due to the fact that I pay my taxes. I'm not doing crypto for nefarious reasons. So I have already tried to KYC on NiceHash, and I've run into the problem that a majority of other people that I've run into that have tried to KYC on NiceHash, and they have issued me that my address is unavailable or not able to be verified. So I've given them a water bill. I have given them an internet bill. And then I did also send over a, I don't remember what it was, some other kind of bill, and it's got my name, it's got the address on it, matches my ID, but my address is unverifiable. Basically locking me into a limbo of they can't pass me on KYC, so I will not be able to use NiceHash once the hard deadline goes into effect, which I'll look that up here in a second. I'm not sure when the hard deadline is. So it looks like a majority of people in the US are running into this problem as well. I've had probably 5 or 6 other people reach out to me, and they have no problem KYCing because most places you have to KYC with, and they can't actually get verified on NiceHash. So if you didn't know, being in the US, we get a very limited version of NiceHash. We only get the NiceHash actual mining front end. We don't get the exchange and a lot of the other features. So it kind of makes sense that, you know, I don't know what kind of mark we're missing here, and maybe it's just me, and maybe it's just these couple people having the address issues. I'd love to hear down below if you KYC'd on NiceHash and it was successful and you are verified. Please comment down below and let me know if you're inside the US. But it looks like to me NiceHash is basically just nixing a lot of their US audience and their US users. And so some people are like, oh man, that's the beginning of the end for NiceHash, beginning of the end. And I don't think people realize how many miners there are outside of the US. There's countless huge mega farms that are outside the US that are still using NiceHash. They're going to be fine. They're still going to make loads of money. So it's really... maybe it's not worth it for them to jump through all the legal issues of trying to run a pool with US connected miners, or maybe this is just a hiccup in their KYC process. I'm not sure. I definitely will check back in. But yeah, so as of right now, if you want to use NiceHash, you have to KYC, and it looks like I have not been able to talk to anybody inside the US that was able to successfully KYC. Everybody gets held up at the address verification. So now it stinks because we'll have to find somewhere else to mine to and get paid out. Obviously, there are other options. The first one that comes to mind, which may not necessarily be the best one, this is not an advertisement for them. I'm not being paid or sponsored by any of these entities, companies, anything like that for this video. But unmineable, and then Ocean Pool. So... and then also Mining Dutch. That's another one. But there's countless pools that you can send your hash power to and tell it that you want to get paid in a different coin. And that's pretty nice, actually, because you don't always want to mine exactly what your device is made for. So like if you have an lithium miner, you don't want to get paid out on a lithium. You might want to get paid out in another coin. That's where, you know, NiceHash was really nice. It was the biggest and the baddest for a long time. Is it going to stay that way? It's probably going to stay a household name in crypto, but maybe not in the US. Only time will tell. But I figured I'd go ahead and make this video, see if anybody else is running into these issues. It looks like a lot of people are just jumping ship. They're like, hey, you're going to KYC? I'll just go mine somewhere else. And that's normal. There's a lot of people that use crypto or want to use crypto to try to get around taxes. But once you get out of like a small hobby level and you start stepping up to making any kind of substantial amount of money, you gotta pay your taxes. Unfortunately, that's just how the U.S. works. I mean, you can't get away with it, but for so long. I'm not condoning any illegal activities. This is not financial advice. This is not anything. This is just a guy sitting in a wooden box in my garage. But yeah, sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles, ladies and gentlemen. So I will be, for the foreseeable future, probably using unminable. I've messed around with Mining Dutch before. I actually like their setups for all the different coins that they have for merge mining and stuff like that. They seem to be on top of it for having all the merge coins on there. So might look into that some more. I'm not sure. Ocean Pool was recommended to me. Apparently they do a really good job. But yeah, if you have any other recommendations as well, fire them down below. Maybe we can do a comparison. Yeah, I don't know. It's been tough because I was doing my road to 100 million Shiba video. And then I got, had that setback where I lost, I think it was 13 million. So that was a huge chunk or whatever that hit me. So I've got some stuff back up and running. I'll do a mining recap video or a road to Shiba video here soon and show you guys where I'm at. But basically right now I am mining, different algorithms, pointing them all towards unminable to get paid out in Litecoin. That Litecoin's getting paid to my Coinbase, and then I'm flipping inside of Coinbase from Litecoin to Shiba. And that's at zero fees because I am a Coinbase One or Coinbase member. I pay that fee mainly due to the fact that I use Coinbase for my payments in and out for my company. So that $30 or $35 a month fee is well worth it because I'm exchanging, thousands of dollars back and forth in crypto. So that fee is negligible compared to what I would be paying. So that is a benefit there, but something that needs to be taken into account if you don't have that membership. There is fees involved with flipping and swapping and trading. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to jump off here. Just seems to be a good topic that needs to be talked about. I noticed some other creators. I think Voscoin just made a video. I watched some of it on NiceHash's KYC, but he didn't bring up the fact that people have been having issues with KYCing in the US. He just was talking about the KYC. So yeah, anyways, jumping off here. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you on the next one. Adios.